What's up, my friend? Welcome back to another video. And I just want to wish you a very happy 2026. We have just started the year, and there is no better time like the present to get our businesses up and running if you haven't already. And I thought a fun way to do that would be to offer a 30-day challenge where I'm going to be uploading a video every single day for 30 days throughout the month of January, providing you some actionable, practical steps to build your very first online course if you haven't yet, and launch it inside of my favorite platform, Kajabi. I promise to make this as simple as possible. I really don't believe in fluff and technical jargon. I really want to make this as actionable and, again, as practical as possible. So by the end of 30 days, you should actually have an online course ready to go, ready to sell. And I'm really excited to take you along this journey with me. And of course, if you want to join Kajabi at any time, which I would highly recommend, because you can really use any platform you like. There's Kartra, there's Podia, which I used to use, there's Thinkific, Teachable, all those platforms, which are all wonderful in their own ways. But of course, being used to Kajabi myself, it's the one that I can recommend myself. And because I've used it for 6-7 years at this point, it's sort of the language that I'm used to. So if you want to follow along step by step, Kajabi's platform is the one I would recommend. And you can find the link down below in the description if you want to join there and get that extended free trial. I'd be more than happy to offer that to you as well. And I'll share more details about that at the very end. So let's kind of dive into the very first video in this challenge, and that is just to give you an overview of the 3 core pillars of what Kajabi really offers. So if we take a look here in the back end of Kajabi, they actually offer quite a few things. There's the dashboard, there's the product modules, the sales, the website, marketing, contacts, analytics, the partner program, and so on. But where I think Kajabi really excels, like where its heartbeat really lies, is in the products suite. And when we talk about products, we really mean digital products for the most part. So if we click new product, you can see there's a whole bunch of things we could be creating: an online course, a podcast, a community, coaching program, whether it's private or group coaching. You can create your own newsletter, and you can create just a downloadable file if you like as well. So I have a combination of these that I've built for my business, but the biggest product number that I've created, or the most products that I've created, are based on online courses. So if we go back out to my products here, you can see I have all these different evergreen courses. That's what they call them there. And these are essentially just going through my personal niche of composing and orchestration, basically teaching musicians how to produce music on their computer. So, because this challenge is all about creating your first online course and launching it and selling it, we're going to be focused a lot on online course creation, which is going to be a lot of fun. The second core pillar of Kajabi lies in its actual sales module. So within the sales, you have different payment options where you can see your different transactions that you've had on a regular basis, updating every moment of every day. When someone purchases something, you get that notification. You can see the list here. Then you have offers, and all this stuff we'll talk about in further videos, in future videos, but I just want to share with you a quick overview of what this actually entails. We have offers, which show you all your different products with the pricing, how many of those you've sold, the net revenue, and of course, whether that's published or within a draft, so people don't see it yet if it's draft. Different payouts, cards, invoices, coupons, and affiliates. So this is essentially your selling system, right? It gives you all the analytics in the back end. So if the first pillar is through the products where your actual courses are going to be hosted, and then the sales are going to be your selling system. So how do you actually get those products out to these people? The third core pillar I really like to focus on is the marketing tab. And this is so powerful because this is where you can actually start sending your emails. Take advantage of that email list you've been building and show people what you can offer to them, right, in a very valuable way. So whether that's through an email broadcast where you write your own emails, decide when to send out those emails to those people, or you create an email sequence which runs automatically depending on a certain action that someone takes, the functionality you have with Kajabi's emails are quite advanced, I would say. And maybe it's not quite as powerful as like a dedicated email editor or marketing platform like, MailChimp or ConvertKit. But for my purposes and thousands of other entrepreneurs, it does more than what is necessary for, your online business. And I found that to be the case for myself. They also give you funnels, automations, which is where Kajabi really thrives, events where you can set up countdown timers, and forms as well, which really is the basis of a lot of automations inside of Kajabi. So just to quickly recap, we have products, which give you courses, coaching, community, podcast, newsletters, and downloads. Then we have the sales, which is where you can create the pricings for those different offers or those different products, put them together, decide if you want to, bundle courses together, edit your checkout pages, which again, it will be talked about later down the line in this challenge. And then how do you actually get these products or your courses out to the people? You have to take advantage of marketing. And usually that will be through email campaigns, whether that's broadcast or a sequence, like an automated sequence. And personally, I take advantage of both, just so you know. And again, we'll talk about both of those later on in this challenge. So if those are the 3 core pillars, the other ones are very cool too, right? You can build your entire website on Kajabi. You can, you can take a look at all of your contacts, their email addresses, their names, right? If you collect that as well. And then you can actually run assessments like surveys and stuff too. And then you can look at all the analytics in the back end, as well as build your own branded app, have a creator studio where you can create like shorts and stuff from your long form content, whether that's in a course or from an external source, and custom templates, expert services, all that great stuff. But really the heartbeat of Kajabi lies in those 3 core pillars that we talked about. And the reason why I wanted to start with this video is because we'll be building our course inside of Kajabi as we go through. So I want to give you just a lay of the land of what the platform kind of looks like before we really dive into the juicy details of putting that together. And again, this is going to be a very simple process. I am not a technical person by nature when it comes to this sort of thing. So the more streamlined, the simpler it is, the better, right? And that's exactly what I want to share with you here in this challenge. So I hope you're excited. This is going to be really, really fun. Again, if you want to follow along with this challenge, I am offering an extended 30-day free trial using my link down below in the description, plus 2 bonus mini courses, Kajabi in 30 days and content marketing for creatives. Now, just for this challenge, throughout this month of January, I'm also throwing in a complimentary 30-minute coaching session. And so if you join Kajabi and you decide you like the platform, you want to stick around, and you want my advice on your business, maybe you've start selling your courses and now you're wondering, what should I do for my next step? Should I build a community? How do I get my course out to more people? If you have any questions about that, you want some guidance along the way, I am offering a complimentary 30-minute coaching session along with your Kajabi membership. So all you would need to do to take advantage of that is to forward me your receipt for either your first month, if you're doing a monthly payment on Kajabi, or your annual payment. Just send me your receipt showing that you are now a paid Kajabi member, and you can take me up on that coaching offer at any point. So just send me an email at any time, christopher.cu@me.com, and we'll set that up and get your business up and running. Okay? And again, that's valid throughout the month of January while we run this challenge. In any case, I'll see you in tomorrow's video. We'll talk a little bit more about the course creation process, or the online business process, I should say. That'll be equally valuable. And I'll see you there. See you soon.